Yeah, Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's cause he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? I go by the name Fred Knoxxx. We about to give y'all something special. You ready?
Welcome back, wrestling fans. It is I, your host, Mike Knoxxx. People, welcome back to Perfect Plex Talk YouTube, your weekly Monday Night Raw review show. Monday Night Raw has just ended, and it's Raw leading to WrestleMania. So where the hell is my excitement for WrestleMania? Come on, people. Come on, the powers that be. Whoever is running the company on the television side, Vince McMahon, brother, through all your racial innuendos and the things you have done to me over my life as 39 years of being a wrestling fan, I cannot recall a time I have been more bored at watching your product. And this is me. Hashtag WWE guy. This is me. Hashtag Wrestling is Storyline. I try to understand what it is you give me. I try on Perfect Plex Talk Radio each and every single Monday night at 6 p.m. on the BDSIR Radio Network. That's BDSIRnetwork.com. People, where we give you great interviews like we did today with Brodus Clay, also known as Tyrus, over in Impact Wrestling. You can catch that interview on iTunes or Stitcher Radio. Just go to the website. Wherever social media is sold, Mike Knoxxx, 3 X's, because I'm hardcore. But people, you already know that. But what can I say but what I can do? And that's what I'm here to do. Report to you, the YouTube listening audience, on my opinion about tonight's Monday Night Raw. Well, you kind of heard half of it, or how I mostly feel about it, but then there's, it's me, hashtag WWE guy, so we'll always find a silver lining in a playbook that Jennifer, was available, and I've seen her picture, so I will try to be, busting her face like a Jackson Pollock, I guess. I don't know, but listen, people, Raw opened up with, Seth Rollins out there, what to do as Seth Rollins, is out there, and he's talking about I'm this and I'm that, and this thing going on with him and Jon Stewart from The Daily Show. I only know him, honestly. I know he's The Daily Show. I know that, but what else have Jon Stewart ever done besides, and Big Daddy with Adam Sandler? Can somebody tell me? I'm just trying to figure out, I'm not hating on Jon Stewart, of The Daily Show. I think he's funny at times, but I'm just trying to figure out, what has he done? Can somebody tell me? Comment below, let me know what he's done besides, Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. But Seth comes out, talks about how he's the future and all these things that are going on with the company. And I gotta say this much, people, as I look over this show and how it opened out, and he comes out, at this point, Roman Reigns wants to come out to Samoan Superman himself about, what have you done? I've been here, I've run the Royal Rumble. What have you done? I'm richer than Michael Jordan. I'm a better rapper than Wiz Khalifa, who's going to be on Raw next week, so you got to sell that as well. And I'm a better wrestler than you. So then the fans, and listen here, New Jersey, come here, give me a hug. Come here. I love New Jersey. I mean, damn, my sexy vibrations, beautiful, sexually induced woman comes from New Jersey. However, can we please stop with the CM Punk chants? It's getting annoying, people. You know what? It's so annoying. Look, in case you can't see my face, I'm going to take off this hat. Okay? People, can we get rid of the CM Punk chants? Please? He's not coming back. Point blank and simple, people. But, we had some wrestling on this night. Dean Ambrose taking on Bad News Barrett. Winner, of this match, Dean Ambrose, with the distraction by Luke Harper, who now is trying to intervene himself into this Money in the Bank, not really Intercontinental ladder match that Spotface called out 2 weeks ago on the program, which is Perfect Plex Talk Radio. And that happened. Miz and Mizdow did they backstage thing where we're finally going to think we're going to see the breakup of Miz and Mizdow. Let's see the Miz, gathers all the boys and gals in the back to look at his Niagara, which is like Viagra commercial that actually the star of the commercial was Mizdow. Smacks the Mizdow and tells him, "I'll put you back where you were, which is nowhere, unemployed, if you do this to me," and blah, 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 blah. And, that's nothing to do when I'm watching Raw lately, is because all I ever hear is a bunch of, how Charlie Brown felt whenever the adult was talking in the room, blah, 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 blah. I truly, it's hard as a wrestling fan, and I try to continue to watch a product that has turned completely to my children. And because of my children, I still watch it. Because of my children, it gives me the inner species to love a sport, which is professional wrestling. But you get from that, you go into, honestly, my MVP of the WWE right now, Bray Wyatt. These promos that he is cutting, calling out the dead man, the Undertaker, they're phenomenal. It's on Jake the Snake, Roddy Piper type time. It's just what Bray Wyatt is doing is beyond all comprehension. And I think fans, most importantly, need to pay attention to not just the words that he is saying, but how he's portraying the words and getting the words across on the television screen. I mean, Bray Wyatt, hands down, is the MVP of the WWE right now. Then we go to the mixed tag team. I told you guys, look out for it, as the Usos and wife Naomi team with Team Technician, as I dubbed them, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, and Natty, winner of the match, is Naomi with the roll-up after Tyson Kidd tags in Natty where she's hurt. I told you guys, look for the ladies, the wives, to get interceded into this program between these guys. I like how they did keep that storyline going along. You know what? I even go back a little bit and even like how Luke Harper has got himself into the Intercontinental ladder match discussion. The only thing about that I don't like is the whole R-Truth interaction with that. And I don't, as I said today on the program, that maybe they're trying to make the IC title like the workhorse title that it is. You give me these great athletes, the Daniel Bryans, the Dolph Zigglers, the Bad News Bears, the Dean Ambroses of the world, but then you give me R-Truth. So it makes me think, okay, after WrestleMania, what will they do with this title? Where will we go from here after the ladder match when you intercede someone like R-Truth? Because we know with the WWE, anything is possible. It's just not something that was said by Kevin Garnett when he won a championship and was off key with, the Adidas commercial. However, after that, we get what I should be currently watching now, but I have a responsibility. I've given myself the responsibility to you, the YouTube listening audience out there, to report to you. It is this Booker T promo, great promo on the exclusive A Sentence to Greatness with Booker T. I want to follow this. I want to go see this. It's following him around his life, everything he's gone through in his personal life, as far as him going to prison, etc., the Hall of Fame, everything. I think this is great. And then, honestly, one of the brighter things of the night, it was John Cena. And it was Cena coming out, blah, 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 Rusev, I want to blah, 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 Rusev. It wasn't that. It was Steph coming out as he was beginning to introduce himself into the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, which, for those who don't know, is coming back for his second year. Cena tries to say that he's going to enter himself into that, and Steph says, no, what gives you the right? He says, hey, I'm a 15-time champion. I've been in 10 WrestleManias. Bitch, that's what gives me the credit to say I'm going to be in a match. That's what we do, bitch. And the bitch said, you know what, John? I can be a bitch, but you know what? I can also tell you who has the power around here. And you know what? If you want to be in a match with Rusev, it's up to Rusev, bitch. So she should have said to John. She should say, okay, I'm going to be a bitch, and John, you're going to be a bitch. But how about this? The concept of how the WWE, at this point, you got to just take your hats off to them somewhat, right? My hat's already off. I took it off. To the fact of how they troll the IWC. WrestleMania without John Cena. Maybe that's what people want. And the crowd is going, yes. I would say about maybe 65-70% of that crowd was actually saying, yes to not having him be a part of WrestleMania. Then Rusev comes out and says, Cena, I give you nothing. You deserve nothing. You're nothing. So you know what? stick it up your Putin. Okay, that's what he should have said. And then out comes Axelmania, who claims, he's the longest running participant in the Royal Rumble, 36 days, 12 hours, and some change ticking. And again, they're trolling the IWC. Don't you guys understand what they're doing out here? They're making fun of the fact that you think that this stuff is actually funny. He was never going to win a Royal Rumble anyway. But they like to mess with people like you. Then Triple H comes out. His stuff over Sting and why he feels Sting never came here, and he kept him out. Booker T on commentary mentioning that, maybe politics took place where Triple H himself prevented Sting, the vigilante as they refer to him as. By the way, that is one stupid way to refer to the icon known as Sting. The man called Sting has now become the vigilante Sting. Only in the WWE arena, right? So he comes out, tells Booker T, what do you think about him, why he didn't come? And he said, you know what? He probably didn't come because of the politics that was here and the power that you have and what you could do by having him come here and things like that. And he said, you know what, Booker? You're fired. And I said at this point, oh, well, Black History Month, it's about over. So in cometh and out goes the trash when it's Black History Month. Black History Month is over. So, hey, why not? Then he goes, hey, Negro boy. Well, he didn't really say that. That's what he was thinking in his head. And that's what I was feeling as I was watching it on TV as I was back at WrestleMania 19 all over again. Hey, Negro. You don't have to be fired. I actually like what you do around here. You know what? Go ahead and sit down. I just wanted to show you who had the power. And Booker T's like, yes, massa. But not really. But, you got a job to do. You got to do it. People, again, I touch that line very thin because as a fan of professional wrestling, as a black man who's a fan of professional wrestling, everything the last year has been about blacks in professional wrestling and what have they done and what have they not done. And interviewing today with, I'll give you a little bit part of this interview that I had with Brodus Clay, and he said, why, no, I didn't feel comfortable doing certain things. But at the end of the day, we have a job, and everybody's not the Denzel Washingtons in Hollywood. Everybody's not the Morgan Freemans of Hollywood, where they can get a role and play a role that's, made for a Caucasian fellow and get away with it. Yeah, I may be uncomfortable. So all this shucking and jiving talk, and even how I just poked fun at Booker T, hey, we never know what we would do and put in that position when the money's there. That's your dream, first of all. Your whole dream is to become a professional wrestler. At this point, your dream is to make it to WrestleMania and do all bigger things in front of a larger audience. So at the end of the day, when people say what they would and would not do, I truly 100% question what people really or would not do behind closed doors and if given the opportunity of what they want to come true. So let's just thread that line very carefully when we're so quick to say that someone's shucking and jiving in what we would not do. So then after that, he sits back down at the table. Like I said, he comes out, Booker T. And later on that match, we had the return of AJ Lee, as we got a Divas match tonight for the Divas title as Paige took on Nikki Bella. God, so it's just like looking at her on TV. It's okay. Out comes AJ. Like we should have expected AJ to come back after her Twitter rant that went on with Stephanie McMahon as well as Vince McMahon with the hashtag Give Divas a Chance. That's why she said she came back to give Divas a chance. Then we had the introduction of Alundra Blaze, Medusa. This is what I find very intriguing for everybody who doesn't know Alundra Blaze from the 80s, where, the golden age of professional wrestling, pretty much the first diva to actually get over on a mainstream. There were other divas that were out there, but no one had actually set the blaze, if you will, so to speak, like Alundra Blaze herself. Then to make it even better in the world of professional wrestling and for women, put women's wrestling on a higher plateau, going above shows like Glow, when she showed up on Monday Nitro and threw the WWF at that time women's title in the trash and becoming Medusa. How big was that moment during the Monday Night Wars? I know I was in shock. I know you were in shock. And now, when everybody says if Vince doesn't forgive, everybody forgives in their own time, but look who's going into the Hall of Fame. Medusa, who swore she would never do it, is now doing it. I think that's pretty cool. Then we have this whole thing with Jon Stewart again and Seth Rollins. Seth at this point's in the ring doing a Daily Show routine, making fun. They come out. And again, this is where I question I know that wrestling is predetermined. It's not. It's staged. It's orchestrated. I will not use the F word, okay? But in a world where I know that things are the way they are, I don't like when outsider entertainers come in to make fun of the way that it is. This is why a lot of people, at least I know I can speak for myself, was not a fan of The Miz at first from watching him on the Real World. I thought, here go a guy who's making fun of what I love, which is professional wrestling. And that's how I feel about this whole take with Jon Stewart and Seth Rollins. I know it's good for business. I know that it brings a different notoriety to the company, which it may not have had, or open up a windows towards an avenue towards people who may not have been back into wrestling to do that from his fan base. But I just frankly don't like it, and like it even less on my television. However, during this segment, Randy Orton comes out to do whatever it is Randy Orton's been doing with Seth Rollins during this whole entire show, as today's title hashtag will be Seth is Raw, because all of Raw was pretty much Seth Rollins, the future of the company. During this time, Randy Orton coming out, there it is, Jon Stewart gives him a big old nut shot, bam, in the nuts. And then, hey, that's how that segment goes off. Randy says, if you really want to do something, you go out there, you challenge Roman Reigns. That's exactly what happens. And Roman Reigns takes on Seth Rollins with the authority out there. And again, these are things you put in your notes because you go, I know who's going to win the match. But hey, wait till I tell you who won this match. But I want to get back into the Intercontinental match, because at this point, you got Daniel Bryan taking on Luke Harper. Winner of this match, Daniel Bryan, by a yes lock. But during the match, people, now I told you guys, let's not be so quick to beg for something that you're not sure is going to happen the way you want it to happen. We're not sure how fully healthy that Captain Caveman himself, Daniel Bryan, is. But during this match, he takes a severe drop on his head by Luke Harper, and he seems to have at least a stinger from all points, just giving the eyeball test, if you will, so to speak, on an injury. I'm not a physician, nor do not pretend to be, but it looked kind of serious. I pray to God that it isn't, and we can get Daniel Bryan back out there as soon as possible, doing what he loves to do more, and that's entertain you, me, the wrestling fans that are out there. But I thought that was important. And I'm going to say it right here. Everybody's going to copy it, and this is what everybody does. They copy, paste, copy, paste. Shout out to Diggy Simmons, about to be 20 years old, copy, paste. Okay? The Intercontinental title has become, if the way they're hot potato in it, is the Intercontinental title the 24/7 rule? If the Intercontinental title became the 24/7 rule, would you be okay with that? Comment below. Let's talk about it. Now, the main event of the evening, as that's about to take place, Paul Heyman comes out to do more promotional work for Brock Lesnar. More of us not seeing Brock Lesnar on TV. More of us knowing or having the feeling, having the thoughts, wanting to think we're going to get a WrestleMania 20 all over again. Is Brock Lesnar gone before the match even starts? Now, again, we talked about this before on Perfect Plex Talk Radio this evening. You can catch it each and every single Monday night at 6 p.m. on BDSIR Network.com, as well as all the other shows that are on the network. But we discussed this whole thing with Brock Lesnar. Who do you want to blame? Everybody wants to get mad at Brock Lesnar. Again, what would you do if you were in the position? Eminem said it best. What would you do if you had one shot? What would you do? I'm just saying, money talks, walks, and that's what it's always going to be. What's the key to life? Money, power, respect. So, yes, I know it's professional wrestling. Yes, I know we have our own little clan. Yes, I know that we're like trackies and we're in that World of Warcraft kind of fan base. I understand all that it's killing the business. I understood what WrestleMania 20 did. I don't like what he's doing now. But again, you got to think as a fan, and you got to think as a business person. I'm a CEO. I have to think as a business person sometimes. And I got to look at the fact that Brock Lesnar, hey, if the money's there, do it. But hey, I'm the first person that said, I don't want to see Brock Lesnar leave. I think he's good for the company. I don't mind the part-time champion. I would like to see more of him, but we're not getting at the same time. If he walks, what does this really say about the streak for the 1 and the 1 and 21-1? But the main event happened. Seth Rollins took on the Samoan Superman himself, Roman Reigns, who loses because of Randy Orton continuing to play. He's mind effing this guy. Don't y'all say that? He's mind effing Seth Rollins, and it's working. It's going to lead to that match at WrestleMania. But again, after the match, Roman Reigns does what he's been doing better and better, as he did with the opening segment when he came out and got the microphone to show the mic skills. And he came out at the end of the program and did a very impressive over the top rope dive, spear after spear after spear after Superman punch. Roman Reigns has been built the way he should have been built all along, and I again am liking that. Now, the matches of the night, the Divas match, the Dean Ambrose match with Bad News Barrett, the Team Technician and the Tag Team match. I mean, we literally only had 4 matches tonight, maybe 5 if I'm missing one here or there, but I don't think so. Like I said, I'm just not happy with, Daniel Bryan and Luke Harper. It was a very lackluster Raw, and this is where fans say we don't want Raw to be 3 hours long, and it's because of nights like this. You have a hard time getting through it. In the words of the crew, where Barbershop Talk Meets Radio each and every single Monday night and every day of the week, for that matter, on the best damn show on radio networks, we talk about these things like, what are you going to do? What are we here for? Why are we watching this program? Why is it 3 hours long? It's the road to WrestleMania. Where is the pageantry? Where is the feeling that 3 weeks after this Monday, we got 3 more Raws after the night? How do you feel? 27 days to WrestleMania. And I would always love to go. I'm not going to sit there and say, we go buy my ticket to go to this WrestleMania for nothing in the world. Because you've been there once, you know the experience, and you want to experience it again. So congratulations to everybody that's going. But damn, make me want to go before WrestleMania instead of the day of WrestleMania. When I can sit there and say, well, damn, I wish I was there. Make me want to go to WrestleMania again. Please, Vince. Please. Whatever's going on, let go of the rope and bring back professional wrestling the way it needs to be brought back. Now, overall the night, I'm going to give this an Alundra Blaze WWF Women's title in the trash can of WCW. Yeah, I said it, people. I am the biggest component to the WWE as far as someone always making excuses for their programming. I cannot make an excuse for this. It's a line from Baby Boy. You might have saw Baby Boy say, "Damn, Jody, you give them bitches at my job a reason to make fun of me. Damn, Vince McMahon, you give these friends of mine reasons to make fun of me for cheering and sticking up for yo ass. Please do something to make us want to watch Raw again. Please give me a reason to get my fans of Perfect Plex Talk Radio a reason to watch WrestleMania. Please give me a reason to sit here with my kids and let them watch WrestleMania. Well, I mean, come on, let's be real. I'm going to still watch it, but damn it, make me want to do it. Not just as out of routine that I do it. Make me excited. I remember WrestleMania 20, that 5-hour extravaganza that put me to sleep, but I was so hyped about that WrestleMania. I remember WrestleMania 28 when I was there. Y'all see it in the background. John Cena versus The Rock. I was there at Miami. Give me a reason to be excited. I don't have that reason right now. So because of that, this video is short and my time is up because, damn it, I am leaving you behind. Hey, you know who I am. Mike Knoxxx, spelt with 3 X's because I'm hardcore. If you don't believe me, ask that whore that you dated, people. We out of here. See you next week. Perfect Plex Talk YouTube. I hope next week's show is better.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on them. Mike Knoxxx, that's with 3 X's cause he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? I go by the name Fred Knoxxx. We about to give y'all something special. You ready?